Hi, I'm Eric Chu. I am a UC Merced alumnus. I graduated in 2016. While I was a student here, I studied economics and business management. So I got a bachelor's degree in economics and a bachelor's degree in business management while I was here, with an emphasis in finance. So I currently work at an investment bank. I work at Bank of America Merrill Lynch. I work in their global wealth management and investment management division. Why UC Merced? Why did I decide to come here versus other universities? And so I really was amazed by the environment, and especially a lot of my curriculums too. They pushed environmental studies as well. And so at one point I wanted to actually study environmental economics. And so when I was looking as to what different scholarships would make sense for me, what different scholarships we're looking for, it kind of worked out that the Stephen E. Peterson Scholarship was exactly kind of fit what I was looking for, that not only cared about studies and higher education, but it actually overlapped with my interest in environmental science. So in terms of how the fund helped push me and how it kept me more engaged with the outdoors, was that I wasn't really familiar with how I wanted to study environmental science, if you will, right? I wasn't too sure what aspect of environmental studies that I wanted to actually approach, but what the scholarship did for me was it allowed me the flexibility to look into different aspects of how I could explore in different areas, right? And so one thing that the scholarship provided me was the flexibility to actually apply for different summer programs when I didn't have the ability to afford to stay here, if you will, right? So typically, as an undergraduate student, when summertime rolls around, your financial aid dries up, right? You don't get any more funding because technically you're not a student in the summer, right? Well, the scholarship money helped actually supply funds for me to stay throughout the summer, and because I had that ability to, I was able to actually find different things to do over the summer, and one of which was actually a research program in Yosemite. Right, so one of the same years that I got the scholarship was that same year that it afforded me the ability to find different opportunities, and in fact allow me to find that opportunity to work in Yosemite and do a little bit of research that summer. So one of the luxuries of being here in the Central Valley is that you're so close to different environments that gives you the flexibility to be able to enjoy nature. You're able to go hiking, you're able to go camping, and so a lot of the things that I did while I was in school was I enjoyed the outdoors in this area. And so I went to Yosemite, I went to the vernal pools, I went to Lake McClure, and so probably one of my favorite aspects of Yosemite is actually at the very top of Vernal Falls is a lake kind of right on the top of Vernal Falls. It's called Emerald Lake, and so during times where we have a nice wet season, it gets very full, and it's just real beautiful because the sun actually glistens real nicely off of it, and sometimes you'll be able to it'll cast a rainbow just right off of Vernal Falls, and it's actually quite nice. After being a student here, after understanding just how strong the curriculum here is, how wonderful the faculty and staff are, it's really became, rather than a financial decision, more so of I really chose the right place, at least in my personal opinion.